Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your mid month readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of October, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month, it's a love special inspired in this partnership oriented season we are on, which is Libra season, and this love special, it's called The Rings. So if you would like to know more details about that or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Cancer, I do feel like you're like in this very strong vibration overall during mid-October. There's a sense of having this, such strong demeanor, personality, conviction, even the way you speak and the way you express yourself and the way you write and the way you basically the way you apply your energy during this time. It's with huge capability to succeed, with huge capability to reach like immediate goals. Like, I feel like for some of you cancers, there's that feeling of being almost like, you know, brutal honest. Like there's this honesty that it's so coming forward from you cancers, that it's like almost like this brutal honesty. I keep getting like, yeah, when the truth is the truth, but it's so wild, right? And so almost like controversial as well, that it shakes us up, or it shakes us up, it triggers us when someone is such a holder of deep truths and it's not afraid to say it and it's not afraid to transmit it. And I keep getting like, for some of you cancers, there's this transmission of truth that you're putting out to your relationships, to your life in general, to things around you, to society, whatever it is, that it's so intense. I keep getting like intense, intense, intense. This could lead to, yes, intense, passionate debates in which you will win. I also feel like some of you need to, is almost like being on court defending your situations or defending someone else's rights and situations. So you must be, for some of you, it's almost like you are, for some of you, it's like you're playing the role of an advocate of truth in a real cause, in a real situation. For others of you, it's like a general sense of you're done with the lies and the games and the manipulations you have come across with lately. For some of you, this Ace of Spades, Ace of Swords could be talking about, and is as being an opportunity, you could be receiving as well news and information that you have fought to receive. So they're going to be positive ones in terms of the position they put you, but it could be like you really needed to fight for this Ace of Swords conclusion and result, to be free from something, a stressful situation, a situation where your rights were not being accomplished, or again, a lot of back and forth, a lot of back and forth energy between you and another entity, right? Where you just couldn't get something to go your way and you're finally getting it. I also feel like some of you, there is that, again, a clear state of mind that is opening up here doors where you have not been seeing doors and opportunities. So you're very, very like straight to the point. You're very cunning. You're very like able during this time to spot an opportunity miles away. So it's one of those times where you really want to apply all of that superpower that is shown here in your mind space to apply it to intentions that are positive ones. And that's exactly the challenge here with the Six of Swords, is to make sure that all that power is not being used to waste or to pettiness or to feed more drama or to feed more arguments, because there's that temptation. For some of you, there's that temptation of, because you're feeling so powerful, like again, feeling like you have that sword of truth with you and no one can mess with you and no one can, you know, do anything about it because you have the truth with you. Depending on the level of maturity, right, and wisdom, you can be, some of you could be letting that energy be as well used by ego motivations, where maybe you want to, there's almost that temptation, like you want to crush, you know, with your words and with your truth, someone or people, or again situations, like being your own, being this type of vendetta, in this type of vendetta vibe. So just be careful with that. The challenge is for you to again apply the intention of the powerful, restored, regenerated mind to good things, things that are actually a benefit. Some of you should be applying here something about another stage, a degree up onto something. So you could be interested in perhaps, you know, studying something, getting an actual degree, or, you know, some sort of training, some sort of acquirement again of information and knowledge. And this is one of those times where you can absorb information from books, from things you hear, very, 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 very much. So if you are in that vibe of wanting to, in this thirst for knowledge, this is definitely one of those times where you can excel and reach goals easily when it comes to information and studies, because your intellect is sharp, is awake, is alert, is curious, right? And it's like in this, I keep getting like something here about you cancers like invincible. So if you are afraid of something, I feel like you're going to be given during mid-October the understanding and the realization that there's no need, a feeling like you cannot be touched by corruption, by again lies, energy of a lower spectrum. And you have the Six of Swords with the fertility card, which is interesting. I keep getting like this might be sometimes have feeling so powerful, again having so much, this abundance of energy, growing and growing and growing and growing. Also because with the Ace of Swords you have this card which is about the pure potential of energy itself. The Mars is right there. The Mars energy is about will, driven, competition, fighting for our desires, fighting for what we want. It can be arguments and conflicts as well, because it's the energy of war, right? But this war, I feel like for some of you, you might already been in the war, and this is about seizing it, right? Putting the weapons down, or making your enemy, this being a metaphor to the energy that has been working against you, making your enemy surrender because you have won the war. It's more like that. But because the energy can be so intense, this fertility card is almost like amplifying even more your energy. So it's like, because there's so much of it, you might not sometimes be able to handle it in a way that it's progressive, which is what this advice is about. You have here the Knight of Wands and the advancement card. So definitely advancements are being made in areas where there has been difficulties, delays, and just a lot of friction back and forward, kind of this back and forward vibe. Some of you have been bouncing as well back and forward, or you have been in this on and off vibe with a situation, with a relationship, something that is not, you know, that you're not tolerating anymore. Actually, I also feel like you're drawing a line in the sand for some of you when it comes to relationships. You're not playing around anymore. or there's a feeling of not wanting to play, or not wanting to be played. And where you know that someone is kind of in this player vibe with you, you will make sure that you reveal that you know what they're doing, that you know what they're trying to do. For others of you, there might be as well a very pushy individual here. For some of you cancers, this energy is coming as well from another person that is very argumentative, in which you and this person might have strong power of the word, basically. So there might be a lot of debates that are very passionate, because you are powerful and they are powerful, and you kind of clash in this mental space. And this individual could be, uh, being being the reason why you have all of this surge of energy coming out, why you have all of this sudden, almost like, it's almost like a feeling of a kundalini awakening here. It's very interesting, because it's almost like coming from a very low level up into the top, and deeply transforming you and energizing you, perhaps in ways where you haven't felt so energized or so packed with that energy. It could be because of a presence that is like pushing you, pushing you, pushing you. And this Knight of Wands is a feeling of this person. If it is embodied in a person, it's someone that wants to push you, take you out of your own limitations. It's someone that wants to be in this, how can I say, it's almost like a feeling of a person that wants you to break barriers you have created for yourself, or someone that wants and has a lot of fun in this, in seeing you change from perhaps a more shy, put together, quiet person into a very fiery one, into one that is not afraid to come forward. Because cancers have a tendency to be more kind of more of introvert natures. They are definitely very strong individuals and energies, but they tend to be more shy in their expression of truth, more careful. And this person wants to take you out of that shell. This person is like just teasing you, teasing you, teasing you, to see if you kind of have that that moment where you have to react. So someone might as well be looking, Cancer, for a very strong reaction out of you, and they might not measure it. They might be doing things to really perhaps drive you mad or crazy, but it feels like they might not know how to express it or do this. They might not have manners, but this person does want to see you grow and evolve, at least as it is shown here. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel, and please keep doing so. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.